Hello, everybody.
Claude, we all missed you.
West.
We all missed you, Claude.
Thank you. Yes. Well, I've been on other shows. And did you like my introduction? Could you hear it? Okay.
Some of it. Yeah, it's good.
Yes. I thought it's good enough for other people to have a big, grand introduction. The club could do the same.
Claude, are you and Dan mortal enemies?
Are we what? Sorry?
Mortal enemies?
Mortal enemies. Well, I wouldn't say we're mortal enemies, but I would say that I don't particularly seek friendship with him. He's just not my kind of person,
Oh. The other day he was on there talking with Mark.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, they were talking and stuff. And I sent him that message Brother Pike want me to send him. He was talking about how Dan, what's going on with Dan and stuff. So all crazy.
Right. Well, they're a bunch of crazies. You know that.
Yeah, it
bunch
was all
of crazy. So I don't model my life on them. That put it that way. Yes.
What do you think of Steven announced he's gonna have his son come live with him, and he's gonna go to have him be part of the ministry. Do you want to join
really?
him?
No, well, I don't think kids have any place as part of a ministry. I don't know how old he is, but but that's his business, At least maybe he's having something to do with him as a kid,
But Claude, how you been? And how's your day been?
So, it's been okay. I was listening to the replay of Proverbs Guy's latest one, and they had someone called Joseph came on.
Yeah.
Is he the tech guy from
Kent Over?
Yeah, he managed to cock that up, So I mean, it's great. Did he speak the other day? I was on Missing Mod show. Someone spoke with us who I'd never heard before. Was that Joseph or Josh or who was
Josh.
That?
I think that was
That's different person. Okay.
Yeah. Joseph, he was he debated Brother Pike, and he definitely doesn't get along with Mark, and he's supposed to have a show on there, but I think now he can have time to do his show on the Proverbs.
Well, yes, yes, I think that that's to Mark's advantage, not having much to do with Joseph or Kent anymore.
Yeah, that was crazy. But what would you do if you went to Gaza eventually?
I would just be polite and observe what was going on, but I don't think I'd be able to approve of it. I mean, I saw, and I just put up a short of it. Kent's scientific ability. He says, "Now watch the science teacher shoot a rubber band." Well, big bloody deal, So, and if he has to beat people in a rubber band shooting competition. At least make it people of equal stature and well, I was going to say intelligence, but that would be wrong. But don't winning a competition against children is not particularly difficult. I would have thought. Oh,
Oh,
Father Charles is in the audience.
Father Charles. We miss Father Charles too.
He says he must be lost because he was looking for a ship of fools. That's because Claude has become quite grumpy. Well, yeah. So he no longer, swallows the BS, no longer plays the nice guy. Of course, I'm polite and I don't swear and whatever, but I'm not going to listen to nonsense and sort of go, yeah, well, that's your point of view, and everybody's happy, and we can all have a big group hug and get together. What a load of nonsense! I have to stand up for what I have to stand for. So on the show, on the what do you call the thing that came up before the show came on? They called it a ship of fools.
Wow.
Some people might think I'm the fool, but of course they're wrong.
But you're Claude.
Yeah. I kept on thinking maybe Missing Maud would have a show, and then we'd have two shows on at once, and I would forget mine. But she obviously didn't tonight.
Yeah, I don't get why.
Well, she'd had so many, I suppose. Probably needed a break.
Yeah. Oh, Steven came on her show pretending to be Mark.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. It took me a while to realize. Yeah.
Oh, not that one. It was a different one. He went on there pretending to be Mark, and they found out it wasn't Mark. It was
Oh, right. Yes, that was it. Yeah. I mean, there's a difference between having fun and coming on and pretending to be someone different and a funny accent or whatever, but to actually misrepresent yourself as another person, like if I came on as Father Charles, that would be wrong. So yeah.
They call you Father Claude.
They could call me Father Claude.
Oh,
Spooky says I always suspected Claude had a dark nature.
oh no.
Uh,
Oh, Claude.
mm.
It's September 1st now. That's
Yes, all day. Yeah.
22 is going to be the first day of fall.
Ah, all right.
In Spain, is it summer or fall there?
I'm in Portugal now, and it is summer, but it's coming up to fall. It's pretty well the same seasons as you because it's in the northern hemisphere, but it's very hot here. I don't know how to say in Fahrenheit, but where I was today in Portugal, 35 degrees.
Oh, they're
In
hot.
Celsius. So that's probably, I don't know. I'm only plucking it out of my head, so probably, but it could be 9. I'll look it up so I can give you the exact comparison. But I tell you, it's hot.
I wonder. Would you ever like to have you could come on my show? You could have a talk with Achilles.
Well, I could do, I suppose. It's 95 degrees Fahrenheit here today.
Wow.
So, you can't, when it's that hot, you just got to stay inside.
Yeah. Yeah, if you had a talk with Achilles, what would you like to talk to him about?
If I had a talk with Achilles,
Yeah.
Flat Earth, I suppose, would be a good one. Threatening people and bullying them, like we know he does. Why does he do that? Does God tell him? Does his God tell him to do that? Why he can't see through Owen's fake degrees and tax crimes? All those things. All nice, friendly topics.
Big Bad Mama talked to him about the Grand Canyon and becoming about the Egyptians.
Oh,
Yeah, it was crazy. But oh yeah, and uh, but yeah, it was all crazy like, and today they're having a dance show today.
a dance share. So when will that? How long will before that starts?
Uh, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
So how long is that? How from now?
5 hours.
Oh, God. And then of course you'll be late. You know.
Oh, but yeah, it's gonna have them on there, and then at our days, they said they're open up shows for like the um Joseph in Egypt and
Wow.
Moses, I think, another one about the flood versus like the Noah flood versus the
I yes.
Epic of Epic of Gilgamesh.
Yes, yeah, that's a hard one to say. Which they a lot of people think that the Bible story was based on that, or well, put it that way, not based on it, but there have been other flood legends around the world.
Was there the great flood legend about the Claude, where he built a boat with his bare hands, and he again in the boat, and the water came, and then he landed on France to become the great
Well,
Claude.
yeah, not about Claude, but Claudio. There's a flood legend about him, I think, when he was peeing in a pool.
About Lupin?
Yes, but Claudio, doesn't they called Claudio or something?
Yeah.
Claudio, something like that. So Mark Stoney says aye, so that's good. Uh, mm.
Oh, that's
Father Charles, if you're still there, come on. For
yeah.
anybody
Come
else,
on here, Father Charles. We all miss you.
or Mark, you know.
Well, Mark, I think he's on another show right now.
What? What shows that?
Uh, a show with Peter about OBS.
All right. Oh well, that's what's OBS.
Uh,
Only bullshit.
I don't know.
All right. Oh, he's on Peter the Tucker at the moment. That's
Yeah,
fine.
Peter Tucker show
Oh,
about.
here we go. Mr. Logo is here.
Hi,
Hi,
Mr.
hi
Logan.
Claude. Hi
Hello.
guys. How are
Hi.
you doing?
All right. How are your day today, Mister
Thank you. Good.
Logo? Oh, that's good. Oh, Mister Logo, where you live, is it summer turning fall or what?
What do you mean? Summer?
Yeah, is it
Yes. End
summer?
of summer.
Oh,
So, what temperature would you have had today? It's been very hot where I am.
Oh, I don't know what by height what the temperature is here.
But would it be too hot to go out? Like today here, it was 35 degrees in Portugal, and I just couldn't stand.
Oh, oh, that's warm. Yeah.
Mm.
oh. But you ever been to the UK, Quad and Mister Logo?
Yes, I have, and I'm sure Mr. Logo has. Have you, Mr. Logo?
Yes, I have been 3 times.
I'm
Oh,
going to the UK next July.
to visit the king.
Yeah. Uh, go to London where the bridges are falling down.
Do you know an American many years ago bought London Bridge, and he thought he was buying that bit, the Tower Bridge, but he bought just an ordinary bridge and he had it disassembled and taken over. I think it's been put up in America somewhere again, but it's
Oh,
not the Tower Bridge. He got the wrong one.
was it? Was it Lupin who did it?
I don't think so. You never know.
Or was it Mister Logo?
Uh, Spooky Bed says, "What am I? Chopped liver?" I'm just not sure what that means, but
Top liver.
and Tubian tells us that bridge, London Bridge, has been put up in Arizona.
Huh?
So
Have you
that's
ever been to America, Claude?
yes, I have once. Yes.
You know, Achilles been to America too.
Yeah, he studied there. Bit of a waste of time, but obviously didn't teach much. But he did study there, university or whatever. Yeah.
Oh, he went to California, somewhere in California.
All right. Well, maybe he went to one of Kent's favorite universities.
I don't know. You serious?
No, I think he
Which
went to a proper one.
which one? That trailer park? Or what? Where he got?
I'd like to think that, but I actually think that Achilles went to a proper one, but didn't do much good. But I've got to be fair. Obviously, he was thinking straight in those days. It's all been downhill since.
Like to
Claude
see
is not being nice anymore. Claude is being quite, you know.
Yeah, that'd be a great discussion between you versus Achilles and multiple talking.
Now, you're inviting people to come up. Didn't ask me. Sorry, Spooky Bed Hair. Apologize. I just went for the people I knew who'd been on the show sometimes, but you're more than welcome because we don't know each other that well. So,
Uh, have you ever been to
Mark says
Greece?
so. Have I ever been to where? Sorry.
Greece?
Yes, I have, and I'm going there too.
Are you going to go there to talk to Achilles?
No, it'd be the last thing, though.
I heard it's pretty greasy there.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, what if you went there and you end up running into Achilles? What would you do then?
Well, that would be interesting. Well, I'd probably need a brain transplant in order to cope with the bull, you know. So.
You talk with the great Achilles, the great Claude versus the great Achilles. Would you fight him in a boxing match?
I wouldn't. I'm not a physically violent person. I mean, I know Achilles is. He was going to do some things to someone who threatened. Was it? I forget who got threatened who, but
Dustin.
then maybe he suddenly realized he was live. You're live, Achilles. No, we're not. Oh, and then he goes all sort of wimpy and weak. Spooky says hi to Missing Mod too.
I'm missing Claude.
Oh, Father Charles speculating that I'm going to stay at Achilles' house. No, I'm scared. I don't want to be modeling for one of those Greek statues. I've seen what goes on in those.
You can imagine a Greek statue of Claude.
If I'm going to model for a Greek statue, Missing Mod's got to be over there to protect me or to participate in the modeling. She might be the wrong gender to do that, though.
Hi, Father Charles. Come on here, Father Charles.
Hey, Maud. How are you?
Hi, Maud.
So, which country are you in, Mr. Logo, again? Is it Sweden?
Yes.
Yes, I thought so.
You're in Portugal, right?
Yes, at the moment, yes.
Oh, good. Okay.
It's very hot, though. Too hot. You know,
but you did not stream for quite some time. What made you restart?
Yeah, I'm traveling, and it isn't always easy too. But this time, I got a reasonable internet connection, so that was good.
Oh, that's good. We all missed you, Claude.
Oh, Spooky gives me very good advice. Always carry a fig leaf, just in case. Oh. Do you know what he's referring to there?
About Mr. Mogul?
Well, if you're going to be a statue, you know, in the Adam and Eve sculptures, they always seem to have a fig leaf just in the right place. So if I'm going to be modeling for a Greek sculpture, I've got to have a fig leaf. I might add a very big fig. I probably need several, as Trump would say.
What about Mr. Mogul?
Yeah, what about me?
Yeah. What about Mr. Mogul, Claude?
Yes, well, he'd be welcome to join in, but, you know, yes, I would have to be very careful about modeling, you know, for sculptures.
What about that recent hit and run tactics from Stephen Bowling as Proverbs guy? right?
Yes.
That hit and run tactics as Mike. What is that? Is he so desperate for content, but too much of a coward to talk to people? Or what's
Well, it
that?
seemed a bit like that, didn't it? He um, come on, and then he came on pretending to be someone else. I mean, I don't mind people always, they can pretend to be any fictitious characters, but you shouldn't pretend to be someone else. That's like taking their identity. So I would never do that, except of course in fun things. I think Aidan is so funny when he's doing those accents. That's different. But you come on and you use the name of someone who normally appears on the show. It's not right. It's impersonation.
What if they identify as you, Claude?
Well, no. There is only one Claude.
Speaking of impersonation, do you know that Kent could not call himself doctor in Germany? It's forbidden.
Great.
It's
Yes.
forbidden. You cannot. It's like appropriation of an official. You cannot
Yes.
call. Nor can you call yourself like when you are from what is that? The Fed. The tax office or something.
Yeah.
You cannot pretend to be
Okay.
someone in that office, right?
Well, it's like someone pretending to have war medals. They've done service, for war, and they have medals,
Yeah.
and they're not.
Exactly.
Turns out they've stolen. It's called stolen valor, and I think it's the same when you pretend to be a doctor. It is an insult to all those people who've done the real work for the real degrees. It's
Yes.
just an insult.
And in Germany it would be forbidden. He could not do it.
Yeah. Well, that's why Germany is going ahead in leaps and bounds in education and everything else, and America is going backwards because they allow these silly. To be fair, they don't. They call them diploma mills, and there's no law that stops it. But unfortunately, some people are too stupid to realize that it's just a phony degree. I mean, I could print it on my own printer. That's how rubbish it is. So, totally agree with you. It's just ridiculous.
What if you go to school taught by Achilles?
Well, I've got this feeling that once Achilles was quite normal, and possibly bright, and he did these different courses, but something's caused him to go, a bit delusional.
He said when he walked up, he said when he saw Kent Hovell's videos.
Oh dear. Well, yeah. See, that's a bit sad.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, Achilles. Yeah, he's funny. But have you ever? Lupin does a lot of shows too.
I know. I think he gets a few viewers, 3 or 4. But that's good if people want to listen to that sort of thing. It's a free world. They can listen to that. It's not my number one activity for the day.
Would you ever like to do a joint show with Lupin?
Well, I don't think it would last very long.
Did you know about this? This happened a while ago. Lupin was very drunk and he put a gun to his head.
No, oh, that's awful. I don't approve of that.
Then later on, because Mark called it out and stuff, his dad, Hip Hop, made him apologize.
Was it a water pistol?
No, a real one.
Really?
Oh. It was crazy. And that show was crazy. He talked about laying eggs in Aiden.
Oh my goodness, he sounds a bit kinky. But I would never be surprised. I would never be surprised. But why I thought it could have been a water pistol is that he obviously has water on the brain. So that made me think that's what it was.
Yeah, it was crazy. Anyone who wants a degree, Varchuk University start next week. Oh, that's good. Are you going to Varchuk's University?
Actually, Father Charles. What about Father University Charles? Oh no, that wouldn't read quite right. The FU. University. Yeah.
You go to Mudfossal University.
The father, the the Father University Charles Kansas. Yeah, no, we can't say that. Tell us more about it. Your university, I think Abdullah is referring to. Oh, we're hey, missing Mod. Are you wanting to come on? I better put another link in case anybody's missed it. There we go. Oop. All right, no, she can't. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, but she's here, so we have recognized everybody. Special announcement: missing Mod is here.
Stevie said monsters under her bed are real.
What did Stephen say? That
Uh,
she was banned. Oh yes, yeah. He was saying that he'd banned I think Mark for the rest of the show, and he timed missing Mod out, but he let them on next time. Well, I wouldn't lower my dignity to go on after that. Why would you?
They were talking about him on there, I think. Dan. I think.
Professional streamers pin the link, yes. Unfortunately, I'm not professional. Wait a minute. Let me see if I can work out how to. Oh, no. Phantom X is who said anybody is professional. Well, I'm certainly not. Yeah. I mean, if Proverbs guys is professional, I'm the opposite. I want to be better than that. The other funny thing about that show too is that they were talking about whether you should pray for bad things to happen to people. Did you hear that bit?
I don't remember that.
Yes, and then they decided you shouldn't really pray for bad things to happen because God wouldn't do it anyway. And then someone talked about karma, and they're saying, "Oh, is karma Christian? Oh, it's not very Christian."
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think Nelson said something like, I forgot it. Something like karma might have came from the Bible.
Yes, which it doesn't, I don't think. But I thought that was funny. They're talking about that, and then what's the guy's name? Guy that used to be gay but isn't now.
Ryan?
Yeah, he said he was praying for a guy at work. I presume he meant for his welfare. And I think the funny thing is, you can test whether prayer works or not. They don't seem too keen to do that. So it'd be nice to know what they're praying for and then to see if it came true before it came true. And it would have to be novel and testable.
I think Andrew also is expert.
Oh, yes. Well, I don't, I mean, all those sort of things, I don't mind. People can be whatever they like. But I think it's a pity if you are attracted to someone and you have to repress it because you think that other people will judge you based on it. I think that's not nice.
What if you're attracted to trees?
Well, that wouldn't probably harm anybody. So, yeah. I would probably be barking up the wrong tree, though. Going out on a limb, I might have to branch out into other areas of attraction.
Mr. Logo? What if it turns out Mr. Logo is attracted to Mr. Logo?
Well, we all like ourselves to some extent.
Is that true, Mr. Logo?
Pardon?
You like Mr. Logo?
No, I hate myself.
Oh,
But your self loves you.
We need self-esteem.
But what if Claude ended up marrying himself? Or what if you do? You fall into another dimension where you're married to Miss Maud? Mr. Logo's your son. You're the king and queen of France.
Well, that's a possibility. I tell you what, Dan is welcome on if he wants me to be tell him a few things.
Yeah.
Because the other day he was saying that he had not talked about Mark after Mark had been booted from the show. He'd said no more. He didn't talk about Mark. Well, on that very show, I found the bit where Mark was booted, and then for the next 5 minutes, Dan talks about him. So that was a rubbish to start. I don't know. These guys are so silly that they can't think. They don't think they're going to get caught out when they tell untruths.
Did you notice that when I was watching videos from DAL, that recent change of pace, right? I noticed that he's not making videos in his church anymore. I mean, sometimes, but most of it is recently outside, right? Outdoors with children and something.
Oh, yes, yeah.
So there's a kind of change of environment, right?
Yes, there's always a distraction going.
What's about that? What do you think about that?
Well, it doesn't show much sort of consideration for the people on the show, because all you can hear is this yap going on in the background and laughing, and it's great. People can have fun and laugh, but don't have them near where you're doing a show. It's very distracting. Oh, here we go. Father Charles. He's got an MA, AM, Master of Philosophy, MSc, Master of Science, MS, MBA, MBA, Master of Laws, Master of Ass, Master M-Ask, Ass. I don't know what that is. Why waste years of studying? You can get all these degrees for only $5,000 from the Father Charles University next week. But wait a minute, this is a limited offer. It is a limited offer. So you better phone now to secure your place. I wonder if it's payable in installments. Oh yes, 5 easy installments of $1,000 each over 1 week. Oh, very good. Yes. And what else has been happening? Anybody else been? I see Big Bad Mama put the clip up from the. I did the one about the shooting the rubber bands, and I think Big Bad Mama did one about the folding paper airplanes. and my comment on that was, oh, it's just lines on paper.
I gave a link to Miss Outcast and them, and they see about coming over. Even Peter Cottontail.
Oh, Big Bad Mama said good day to everybody. Good to see everybody. Everybody's replying. I don't know why.
Peter even coming over.
Oh.
Do you know Peter?
Peter Takea, I think I heard him, yes, a few times. I don't know him well, but Big Bad Mama better get himself on here. Herself, rather. Tell her, leave Miguel alone for a few minutes and get on here. Is it Saturday?
Sunday.
Sunday. Is it Sunday today? All right, okay.
Yeah. Peter!
Peter.
Hello.
Hi, Peter.
Yeah. Logan told me that I was to be here, so here I am.
Oh, well, everybody, if Logan calls, you must jump to attention.
Yes, you have to.
Exactly.
Because he's the master of all YouTube shows, I'm told.
Yes, he is the missing link between them all, actually.
Yes. Oh, look, my son's here too. What do you mean, Scarper?
Who's your son?
Don't scare everyone away, Spooky. Come on. That's not how I taught you.
Oh, I also sent a link to Dan for you. Ask
Oh,
him.
great. Yes. Well, it'd be great to have, I mean, yes.
Scarper means
Leave.
get out, leave,
Leave quickly.
run.
It's normally, like if somebody's done something bad, like they've robbed a shop or they're robbing a bank, let's scarper. That's what they would
Yeah.
say. So it
Get
just
out of
means
here
to
in a
take
hurry.
off, missing mod. So there's no such thing as a scarper, but so if we're about to say let's go, let's take off, we would say let's scarper in
Yeah.
some English idiom.
Oh.
That's scarper.
Yeah.
We have to speak in a posh English voice when we say that. No, scarper isn't posh.
No, it's like East End probably.
It's kind of slang.
Yeah. Big Bad Mama, get yourself on here and stop just saying hello to people.
Yes.
We need your words of wisdom. Well, words anyway.
With Big Mad Mama as
Otherwise,
Geo
we'll
guy.
talk about you.
Oh,
With Peter as the Dutch.
Oh, look,
Yeah.
Spooky Bed here is speaking like he's a homeschooler.
Mhm.
Hello, Father. You didn't
Nothing.
taught me nothing. Yes.
Nothing. Yeah.
did you have fun with your OBS show?
Yes, it didn't. It turns out I know nothing, so I'm not sure if you go there and be taught, because I wanted to teach people something and I couldn't even do it.
Oh, sorry.
What is
Which
the
is
OBS
weird
show?
because
What does it
I
mean?
could-
OBS?
I could do it, but not with Mark. I could do it with a picture, an icon, but I wanted to have Mark move around the screen, and that apparently, I mean, maybe Mark is just so well rooted in himself that you can't move him. He's the unmovable mover.
Well, I think what does OBS stand for?
Original
Uh,
brand information.
Open broadcast software.
Oh.
All right,
Um,
and where do we look for that show? Is it on YouTube or what?
Yes, it's on a channel called OBS Tips and Tricks,
Oh, okay.
and the show is actually called the OBS Guys. So maybe I'll just rename the channel.
Yeah, make it
Yeah,
easy.
OBS Tips and Tricks is easier for people. If you're looking for tips and tricks, what do you type into the search bar of YouTube? You type in OBS Tips and Tricks.
Oh,
So I thought that would be a good name for the channel, and it wasn't taken yet. So
No, it actually stands for officially buggy shit. OBS,
especially Betty.
officially buggy shit. Well, I mean, it's still my favorite way to do live streams. I've tried the other things that are around, but yeah, I hate math and what people say is the best streaming software. You have to calculate everything that's on screen, and I just hate doing that.
Mm.
I like the what you see is what you get thing, which is in OBS. You can just resize things to where the size you want it to be on screen, and you're done.
Mm.
I don't want to do calculations every single time I set up a new scene.
Oh.
You
And
need to learn math from Hoven.
yeah. I need to make that clip. I have a clip actually of Hogan doing math live. He's not too good at it. Did you know that?
Yeah. Him adding one. Where he got 10. I figured it was funny.
Were these claims true that there are children alone at that compound? Did that turn out to be correct?
I don't know. We don't know anymore. Maybe Mark can tell us if Mark is around, if he's heard anything. Father Charles wants to know how many months have 28 days and missing mods onto it? All of them do. I
Yeah,
nearly
all
got
of them.
caught with that one.
All of them have 28 days.
Yeah.
So
He's a bit clever, that Father Charles, but a cunning.
so what are you telling us, Claude? I'm looking at the title. You tell it like it is.
Well, I'm not.
What is
I don't
and
want to
how
piss
is it?
around and be nice about Achilles and Dan and Proverbs guys and Stephen. I'm not being nice. I think they're a bunch of drongos, and I'm here to say so.
Yeah. So one of my bad habits is that I mirror behavior.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's one of my good habits. If you come across people like that, then it's a really good habit to treat them the way they treat you. Because that's how they will learn. If they're capable of learning, obviously.
Yeah, so I just, I felt that they've been treated quite nicely by some of my compatriots, or not comrades, people that, and I thought, oh, this is crazy. We don't want to be too nice about this.
Yeah.
We need to stand up for what you stand for. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Here's Mark. Hello.
Hello. How's it going?
Oh my
Hi,
God.
Mark. Hi, Mark.
Long time no see.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
But you have a spectralizer now. At least there's one thing that worked.
Yeah, that's working fine. While I was playing around with it, I didn't realize I left it on that scene. I can always go to screen capture. Yay! Camera's still working. Oh, I turned my camera off, but as you can see, I can transition from here to here. Just imagine that my picture's there, and it goes down in the corner, and it moves smoothly. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Appreciate you teaching that to me there, Peter.
So I was, the other day, Dan was saying that once you'd been booted from the stream, he didn't talk about you. But I listened to it again, and he did. He talked about you, and he even told Stephen he was batting for him or was on his side.
Well, not only did Dan talk about me, but the tech guy, Joseph Shackelford, also talked about me. He said there's only 2 people in the world that he doesn't believe can be saved, and I'm one of them.
Cool. So
Then I have to be the other one.
You must be.
I'm pretty sure I
You are
have to
Aiden.
be the other one.
I'm pretty sure Claude is not right.
I was here first. Aiden can find his own spot. I was here first. Mark. Not giving up my spot to Aiden.
Oh, that's all right.
Oh, is Aiden here somewhere? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can have one more, can't we? Or not?
So, Claude,
Yeah,
the other day we
yeah.
were talking about
Yeah, 6.
the incident with the guy that got escorted off of DAL property with an AR.
Yes.
It turns out that the child was Sandra's daughter.
Oh. Yeah,
So it seems that
the kid doing? What was the
just
person
living
doing?
there? From what I understand, he was asking her why she joined a cult.
Oh. And he lived there, this guy.
I don't know.
Because if he'd he was part of the cult.
Well, he got kicked out. He got kicked out, so he must have.
Unless he was
Or he
saying
was just
some
visiting.
inappropriate things, I mean, because some of these guys that turn up there must be a bit,
Steve Lynn types, yeah. Brady
Yeah.
Byrams,
You wouldn't
Chris
want
Joneses.
them anywhere near
Right.
a daughter. But mind you, if I was Sandra, I wouldn't have taken the daughter there anyway because there's too much of this other stuff.
Well, I wish I could say the same thing, but I did take my daughter there, but I was ignorant to the pedophile stuff.
Yeah,
I had
but
to
you took a stand
discover
once
that on my own.
Yeah, you took a stand once you knew, whereas she knows.
Yeah, she knows.
There's a difference.
I've told her. I know she knows. Spoken to her directly about it.
I mean, eventually that kid is going to get sick of being there on the compound, She is, she's want to stretch her wings and rebel a bit. And with old Kent around, that's going to be hard.
Yeah. That's what kids do, though. They definitely go through a rebellious stage.
Oh,
Oh, yes.
God, I have an
Yeah.
idea. What about one day you come on my show, you and Dan have a talk together?
Yes. That would be good.
Yeah, Claude meets the Dan.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
So,
that'd be
but what happened then, Mark? Because I have no clue. Oh, by the way, have a look at this. This is how you can do that too. You
Right.
can pretend
That's how I'm
to
gonna
be
set
just
it up.
in
That's how I'm
StreamYard.
going to set it up eventually. I just haven't gotten to it yet.
So, what happened at DL? Someone got thrown off the property at gunpoint?
That is the story. Yes. Somebody was escorted off the property with an AR in their side.
Who?
Maybe it was just morning wood, remember?
It could have been. It could have been just morning wood. What is it? Nocturnal tubulescence? Is getting
Well, I doubt if it was Kent's morning wood. I don't think they would have confused it with an AR.
I wonder if, in all the animals at DL, do you think they have a woodpecker?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, there's woodpeckers there. There are.
But so do you know what happened, Mark? Or
No, I don't know what happened. I've just heard a story about what happened. I don't know anything else besides the screenshots that I read on Missing Mod Show yesterday. Other than the new information that I shared here, that the 13-year-old girl in question turns out to be Sandra's daughter. And as the story goes, this guy was questioning her about it.
I didn't see the screenshots.
Just to summarize, a guy was talking to another guy in private messages, and their names were blacked out. I think one of them's name was John Riles, but the other guy's name was blacked out. But he was talking about getting kicked out, escorted off the property at gunpoint, and then they talked about how it was definitely a cult, and the reason he left was because he was questioning a 13-year-old girl about why she was living there on a cult compound.
That's why he was kicked out, because he asked the 13-year-old why she was living there.
I don't know how old she is. That was what the story was yesterday.
Yes, you'd almost think there probably would be more to it than that. But
yeah, of course, there's going to be more to the story than that.
Some people can be a bit creepy in their behavior.
Yeah, certainly there's more to the story than just that, but that's the story that I've heard.
Yeah.
Well, such stories are always like the Chinese telephone game, right? They keep changing.
Right.
Yeah.
Is Big Will still there? Big Willie, or whatever they call him. Is he still there? Or is he gone?
Not a clue.
Anymore? Yeah.
Last I heard, he was in the hospital.
All right.
I don't know if he recovered or succumbed to his illness, but I haven't heard about Big Will either. But I don't watch Hoven's show, so I'm not really paying attention to the guy. Despite what they still say about me, that I'm just trying to tear down a ministry. I don't even watch his stuff. I don't pay attention to him at all. Missing Mod says the guy went there to cause trouble. How do you know that?
Well, maybe
did you send him?
What is causing trouble? If you're asking questions, is that causing trouble? If so, I'd have even more questions.
Yeah, well, we will never know. The mystery deepens.
Oh no. Maybe Mr. Logo would know. He's Mr. Logo. How about you, Mr. Logo?
Maybe Stephen will come on. I doubt it. Take a thrashing from the Claude.
Oh no.
Yes, maybe he'll jump on and run off again.
And question him. Put him under the cross-examination of the Claude.
You're a funny guy, Claude. You're a nice young man. We're all proud of you.
A young man, that's very good of you to
Yeah,
say.
you're about 21, right?
I wish.
Aiden, he's only 17.
That sounds a bit young. I think he's a bit older than that.
But did you see the show with First Time at Dale?
No?
Father Charles, can you come on here? Well, Miss Father Charles. But Claude,
Yeah.
is it true what they said that the Catholic Church mixed Christianity with paganism? Is that true?
The Catholic Church mixes what with paganism?
Christianity.
Well, I think the Catholic Church is a Christian church. I think that sounds like something that you remember some Protestants, especially in fundies in particular, they like to degrade the Catholic Church. And you probably hear Kent going on, Hail Mary, full of grapes and swinging beads and all this sort of stupid. It's childish, you know. Kids used to do that at school, but he does it as an adult. I mean, I think basically they're a Christian church, and that's it.
I'm probably not going to make myself very popular saying this, but Christianity as a whole is partially pagan.
Ah,
Did you know Christmas wasn't a Christian thing? That's pagan.
I know the Easter Bunny is pagan.
Is Claude pagan? He's still in pagan myths. Are you, Claude?
Well, I don't dance around a toadstool with fairies or anything, so I probably am nothing.
I sometimes have two women dancing around naked. Would that make me pagan?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
And we do at times have a fire outside, so they dance around that. So.
Be careful.
No, they haven't actually. I should make them do that.
Oh, God,
That would be very pagan.
Who is the boss? It sounds very interesting. Are you a cult?
Are we a cult? No. It's just, I mean, I'm the boss and they have to listen to what I say.
You're the boss of two women, really?
Yes.
How did you manage that?
I'm still trying to figure that one out myself because I didn't want the first one, and at some point I just gave in and we started dating. And then I got the other one for free. It's like.
And
I don't know.
Get one free? Oh, sorry.
These two women
Buy
know
one,
each
get
other.
one free?
Yeah. I will get one free. But I didn't buy the first one. I got the first one for free too.
Oh,
So-
that's
And these women don't fight over you?
No, because what I didn't know is that these two women were already in a relationship with each other without me.
Ah. Oh,
So
you make Claude
Hey.
jealous.
oh my
I
goodness.
was tricked. I was set up into doing this.
Hey, who's Biscuit?
That's great.
Well, butter my butt and call me Biscuit. It's Claude. Ahmad says those women have Stockholm syndrome.
No,
Oh, I need to.
no. I'm more than happy to explain this because a lot of people will not understand how this works, and it's. In all fairness, in the beginning, I didn't know how it worked. So
Right.
this wasn't normal for me either. I was just used to You have one guy and one girl, and that's it.
Hmm.
Apparently, it isn't.
Oh,
What if you had 100 girlfriends?
you were taking
No. Oh no. I'm just one guy.
Yeah, but
I
one guy
no.
having two girls is stopping another guy like me having one girl.
Yeah, but see, you're in different countries, so that wouldn't work either. So I don't think I'm stopping you. There might be a guy in your country stopping you.
He probably
I don't
is.
know about that.
That'd be the story of my life.
I mean, but there are girls who have multiple guys too. So
Hmm.
What if Claude had 5 girlfriends?
Well, what would you call him?
he
What would
wouldn't
you,
be on YouTube. He wouldn't be on YouTube. He'd be resting.
what would you call Claude if he had 5 girlfriends? Lucky. Well, maybe not actually.
What if he had 100 girlfriends?
Well, I think I'd be
isn't that what you call a dog with 1 ear, 3 legs, and no tail? Lucky.
Someone called I am Biscuit, and then Missing Mod says, not a limp one, I hope. I don't know what she means by that.
I don't know. Missing Mod said, not lucky. You guys are crazy. 1 is almost too many. Do I need to remind you, Missing Mod, that you said that you were going to come over here and be number 3? That happened.
Oh, Limp Bizkit, that was a good band.
The Biscuit.
It's a band called Limp Bizkit.
Yeah, I know.
It's based on Claude. Oh,
Oh, now we've got Biscuit and Gravy in the chat. Okay. I'm
Okay,
getting
guys,
hungry.
I'm leaving for today. A short visit only.
That's fine.
I have
It's
to
going
go.
to be a short show too, so yeah.
I have to go sleep.
No
Go
worries.
nighty night, little guy. Get your teddy
So-
bears, your blankies.
Good night.
Yeah, good night. Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Here we
Oh,
go.
Peter,
Someone says if Claude had 5 girlfriends, he would call me knackered. He'd probably be right.
Yeah.
that'd be crazy.
Yeah. I mean, there are guys who would really like that. It's not for me.
What about 1,000 girlfriends?
No.
Oh.
You're talking about the guy in the Bible who had, I don't know, hundreds of wives and then even more concubines.
Ah,
King Solomon.
here's a guy in the chat, Kurisu Yamato. I don't know if I've said that right, but I've seen his show. He's doing more shows about pointing out some things, inaccuracies, shall we say, of Kent. And he's done a show called Wackahoven, and he's just done a new one. Was that about a day ago, Kurisu? And he doesn't muck around. The language is very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So if you haven't looked at it, look up Kurisu Yamato. You see him in the chat? Yamato. He does
Okay.
shows. Yeah. Oh, good. Oh well, this is very new. So he's only just recorded it. So you can look at the Kurisu. I'll put his name up.
So I have the answer to what if Claude had 5 girlfriends. He'd be 1 up on Hovind. Because he's still on his 4th wife, isn't he?
Yes.
See?
Mm.
And people call me strange for having 2.
Yeah, but I think the
Can't
thing is
help
you have them at the same time and they don't seem to mind and they get on with each other.
Yes.
Kent's former ones don't probably like. Well, they sort of now they do. Now that they're the exes, they like each other. But when they were
Yeah.
together with them, they probably didn't.
What if Claude falls into another dimension when you have 1 billion girlfriends?
Oh.
What would you do, Claude? What would you do?
If what happened?
you fall into another dimension where you had a billion girlfriends. And Miss
Yeah,
Boggs,
well, I think I'd be dead. That's for sure.
Yeah.
It would be the dimension dead. That's what it would be.
So there's a joke that I learned when I was a teenager. So there's this guy and he goes to his doctor and he says, "Doctor, do you have anything to just kill me?" And the doctor says, "Why would you want to kill yourself?" And he says, "My wife, she drives me crazy. She really does. And I either need something to kill me or something to kill my wife." And the doctor said, "But you can't kill your wife." He said, "But what am I going to do? I want to get rid of her. So, then I have to kill her." And the doctor said, "No, you know what you want to do? You want to have sex with her 5 times a day, 3 times in the evening, and 3 times in the middle of the night." And he says, "And that will do the trick?" He said, "Yeah, that will do the trick." So a week goes past, and the doctor is out walking in a park, and there's a guy in a wheelchair getting pushed by a woman. And he looks and he says, "Hey, that's the guy he was in my practice." And he says, so he walks over, and the woman just walks away and goes pick some flowers. And he said, "See, doctors, you see how stupid my wife is? She's going to die in a few weeks. And over there, she's picking flowers, and nothing happens." So, I don't think I did that joke on her, but so he's the guy in the wheelchair after a week.
Oh. Okay, I get it now. I'll have to replay it later.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's been a long time since I told that one. Had to
Yes.
remember.
Oh.
Yeah.
Peter, what would you do if you went to Dinosaur Adventure?
I'd probably be the guy being walked off the premises at gunpoint for asking questions.
Oh, okay.
I would ask tons and tons of questions, and I would ask them with a lot of the other people of Dinosaur Adventureland present, and I would ask questions that Kent couldn't answer. So,
What if they sick Steve Lynn after you?
say again?
What if they sick Steve Lynn after you?
If they send Steve Lynn after me,
Yeah.
I mean, it depends. It depends. I think you could have a little bit of drugs in your pocket and then throw that, and he'll probably go and chase that instead.
Well, what if you find out that Miss Maud is Kent's granddaughter? Because I seen a video where his granddaughter's name's Stephanie.
Oh my goodness.
What would you do then?
Then I would feel very, very sorry for missing Maud.
Yeah.
Because even though she's going to get a spanking because she didn't show up on the show, I still like her.
Is that how you control those other women of yours too? Is it?
What do you mean?
Well,
With drugs?
or whatever, or rock and roll.
No.
Oh. He gets all the ladies just like Claude does.
I had a woman come on to me a while ago. And then I got home and told the girls about it, and Malou, the one that I got with first, he said, "Why didn't you bring her here?" And I said, "I don't want any more women here. We don't have room as it is."
Well, you get all the ladies, don't you?
No.
Claude does. He gets 100 girlfriends.
He does?
Yeah. Right, Claude?
Who needs drugs when you can have biscuit?
And then it's been 24 days since Kent sent his goons to contact this guy Kurisu about a debate. I've yet to hear anything. Because, you were going to do a... That would be interesting. Hopefully you get a debate organized.
Honestly, I don't think anyone should debate Kent Hovind anymore. Make response videos. Make whack a Hovind videos, but don't debate him, because
But I think
people who are
Kurisu's-
debating, the people who are currently debating him are just validating him.
Well, they're too nice, but I don't think Kurisu would be nice by the sounds of it. I think that's why Kent won't actually debate him. So.
I don't know. If no one wants to debate Hovind anymore, what is he going to talk about in his videos?
Yeah. Mm.
Debates are wise. People still donate to him.
What if he tries to whack you in a video? Whack Peter.
I wouldn't mind him doing that, because what difference does it make to me in my real life? So
Miss Matza, she always wants you.
yeah,
Oh,
I
she's
think-
took the biscuit.
yeah, she wants a biscuit.
And Gravy says, what about me? And I'm Claude's going to say, what about me too? I like biscuits with jelly and gravy.
Yeah.
I don't.
Do you like peanut butter on a pizza?
No.
Cat does.
I know.
Biscuits with jelly and gravy. Yeah, I need to try that out one day, because that's a thing we don't have in the Netherlands. Biscuits. We have biscuits, but they're completely different things. Spooky can speak to that as well. But in Spooky's country, it's even weirder, because there's a difference between a biscuit and a cake, and it has to do with taxes. And some biscuits are cakes, and some cakes are biscuits because of taxes. I mean, you want to go there? Then the British has to be the most insane country when it comes to biscuits.
Missing Mod's got some jelly. I don't know what kind. We would not say.
Mm.
Might begin with a K. Oh my goodness. I am a tortilla, good for any time. Well, that sounds good.
Ooh, that sounds like a proposal.
Well, in about 5 minutes, Claude's going to wind the show up. So I don't know if anybody's got any other things to say.
Thank you for the show.
Yeah, I always do short ones, about an hour or so.
Yeah. Thanks for having me on.
No, it's been good, and yeah, it's going to be. We'll see who has a show tomorrow. Is Mod likely to have one, or what's going to happen tomorrow?
Probably.
I haven't seen one from Gangster for a while.
We could just all start making Missing Maud mad, and then she can tomorrow do a show on Manic Monday, going
Just
after all of us.
Yes. A spooky bedhead says, of course, cakes are different to biscuits. Biscuits get soft over time. Cake gets hard over time. That's science.
Well, I mean, I get both. So what does that make me? A biscuit or a cake?
Cake biscuit.
Dear.
Okay.
I think we'd better end the show.
We need to have Spooky ponder on that and come with an answer tomorrow on Missing Mod Show.
I think so. Okay, everybody, good to see you all. Until we meet again, we will say, oh, there's fruitcakes, all sorts of stuff coming through. Very rude stuff. This is a family show. Well,
Yeah.
older family, not a young one. Okay, folks. Good night.
All right.
Bye all.
See you then. Bye.
Bye bye.